just nervous. I get nervous sometimes in front of a star.
Here.
Hi, Zach.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, everybody. We're here with Zach Person.
Glad to be here.
I don't even know what to call you because, like, you're a musician. Yeah, I hate when people say up and coming because I feel like you've already came. And but you're on your way. You're on your road. But rock and roll musician, future pop star. Kind of like Lenny Kravitz's new video, but it's amazing in almost every respect. But he's also like a family member to me. We're having fun here.
Absolutely.
No, it's Zach. So if you haven't heard of Zach Person, that's why we're doing this right now, so you can understand what Zach is and what he does. And Zach, man, thanks for coming.
Glad to be here.
It's good to see you.
As always.
We've been hanging out for a few days now.
Quite a few.
And so why are you in town?
In town this time, we did a show at the Southern Pines Brewery for their 9th anniversary. Stopped by the Neon Rooster and saw some Illiterate Lights show.
I'm wearing their shirt right now.
Their merch is awesome.
Merch is great.
Definitely took some notes.
Yes, the merch wins. So for those of you who do not know Zach and haven't had the grace and pleasure of hearing this strange young man's music, Zach is a musician in Austin, Texas. But you hail from these parts of the Carolinas, correct?
Yeah. Originally from right here in Southern Pines, North Carolina. Left when I was about 13 years old and went to Houston, Texas, and then moved to Austin in 2017, and I've been there ever since.
And what kind of music do you do?
Indie rock stuff. I started out playing blues, and so that's kind of at the center of everything I do, but I mean, indie rock sort of stuff. There's some Americana notes and
there's definitely that now.
Yeah.
It used to be. It sort of is a newer addition, I'd say, the past 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of that probably stems from being in Austin and soaking up that some of that, those flavors.
And you have been all over this strange little planet so far, it seems.
Yeah, we've done quite a bit of touring in the U.S. and Europe, Canada. Yeah.
So when you say we, do you have like a 5-piece band, 6-piece band?
2-piece band, yeah.
It's so cute.
Was historically a trio, and then during the pandemic, it was just myself and my drummer Jake Weibel in a studio every other day, making videos online, and kind of like I had the idea. I'm like, well, I wonder, once we start doing shows again, if it's like, could we take this out on the road? Could we like do the 2-piece thing? And went through a lot of different iterations of that with loopers and split guitar, bass signal, and then we kind of landed on some hybrid thing with tracks, and just to make it feel full and let me focus on guitar.
I would say Jake is one of the hardest working drummers in show business.
Totally.
Because he's sitting there. If you haven't seen Zach Person's band, Jake's sitting there playing drums. He's hitting triggers. He's got a keyboard. I think he sings, well, at least in the shower. But he's hitting all sorts of buttons, and it's nonstop. So he doesn't get really relaxed and chill.
No, he's he barely has time to drink water after like.
He really doesn't.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see him take a break at all, and he doesn't wear shoes either.
No, yeah. Famously in socks.
Great socks, by the way. Great socks he always wears. And I say his last name again?
Weibel.
I think I always it was Jake Wibley in my mind.
People have said stranger things.
Yeah.
Weibel.
It's Jake's pretty amazing. You guys are a pretty dynamic duo there. And how long have you all been together?
Pretty much since right when I moved to Austin in 2017. I put out an ad on Instagram saying looking for a drummer, and he was one of the first 10 people to reach out, and we met at a Guitar Center rehearsal room in Round Rock.
That's the way to do it.
And he was the guy.
Guy's been with you for how long now again?
Oh, don't make me do math. 6 years now.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's longer than most people's relationships ever will be. That's cool. So of all the places you played, where's your like sort of favorite, not town or venue, but like, is there like a region in the country or a region in the world that you think is just awesome to go to?
Yeah, I think we might have hit on this earlier. Like Seattle is a super cool spot. We spent a lot of time there for many different reasons, but I don't know, something about that area of the country, mountains, sea kind of meet right there, and it's a moody sort of city.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Seattle as well, so I can't live there. I have to live in the Carolinas. I'm stuck here indefinitely. That's okay. It's a good place to be stuck.
Yeah.
So you're talking about, so you're based in Austin, but I know that the band might be making a move soon.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we'll be making a move out east, somewhere around the Atlanta area.
Awesome.
Next year.
So stay tuned, Atlanta folks. They're coming. If you haven't seen them, because you guys tour the East Coast a lot.
Yeah.
And then cross the pond to go do that England and Europe and
Right, yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we're planning to go back to Europe this summer of 24. I think like June 16th to July 6th sort of timeline.
That's awesome. I know a bunch of artists that are going to be over there at the same time.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are all crashing.
Emily Wolf is going next spring as well.
That'd be fun. Who's she in support with?
The Gaslight Anthem.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've, speaking of support, you've done lots of opening, supporting act type of things. Can you name some of the artists that you have played with?
Yeah. Supported Robert Cray back in 2019. Blackberry Smoke. I did a couple dates with them. Larkin Poe.
Larkin Poe.
Yeah, quite a few different.
Wait,
acts.
since you've done with Larkin Poe, have you worked with Tyler Bryant, like as far as like opening or anything, or just?
I've worked with Tyler Bryant on a single last year. It was called Nothing to Lose. That song came out. We went to Nashville and recorded that at his studio, the Lily Pad. And I have an album coming out in February, and most of that record was recorded and produced by Tyler Bryant.
Do you think Tyler Bryant is talented or not talented?
Super talented.
Do you think he's good at guitar or not good at guitar?
Great at guitar.
I just want to get some truth out of you.
No,
he's really good at guitar. It's
he's
frustrating.
fantastic. And he played slide on like 2 of the tunes.
You showed me a video of that. It's upsetting. He's very good, and I don't like him because of that.
Yeah, monster slide player.
He makes me jealous.
Me too.
Now, the record's coming out in February. Is there a name for this record yet?
Yeah, so I've had this hashtag for a while. Don't know where it came from, but Let's Get Loud. And I've like been just saying that
Cool.
over and over. So that's going to be the album title.
So there's never been an album or a single named that yet?
No.
Because that is your hash. That's like your thing.
Yeah, it just seemed like I've been using this thing.
Yeah,
So
I just thought there was like a thing already about it. That's awesome.
no.
That's really cool. So you got Let's Get Loud's coming out February. You're going to be touring in support of that, I assume?
Yep. Yeah, we'll be touring, doing some support, a cool support thing in March. Just stay tuned for that. I can't really, don't want to say before, it's officially contracted, but
I'm not cool enough to know these things. Now, since we have a lot of people that care about gear that watch this, what is your current gear setup as far as, let's start with the amps. What are you using for an amplifier?
Princeton Reverb with the 12-inch speaker for like the last year, but recently Super Reverb. I just, playing in all these different situations. Sometimes, on a festival lineup, you might get thrown up in the middle of a bunch of guitar players, and if you don't have something that can get loud and stay clean, the louder you turn up, the quieter you get. So
Yep.
I just wanted something that can cover all sorts of different scenarios, and
Perfect. It's a loud amp too.
it's loud, yeah. But
Quite a bigger footprint than you're used to.
yeah, it's a little adjustment, but it sounds cool. I like the 410s, like the spread.
I do too.
That happens.
It's awesome. Now guitars, what are you playing?
A couple different guitars. An Echo Park that got from this shop a couple years ago.
Sold one of Gabriel's monsters.
One of Gabe, yes. And that's been awesome. I'm a big Tele guy, so that's kind of a Telecaster.
Grab one Echo Park over there. There's
Yeah.
one there. That's not your touring one. That's a different one. That's one from the shop.
Yes.
The touring one is going back to get some
Some TLC.
TLC. The guitar's needed after a year or so on the road sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, I just
Same style.
yes, it's pretty similar style, and I mean the roses, the paisley rose thing. When I first saw that, I thought that was sick, and I usually am going on the road with like 2 to 3 guitars, and so I usually take like an Echo Park. I have another Telecaster that I got recently, and it's kind of another hybrid. Frankentelli, exactly. Maybe some EVH sort of characteristics, but I've been loving this thing. The funny thing about this is it has a pretty like Stratty sort of neck pickup. All my favorite guitar players are Strat players.
Yes. They're mine.
Every time I try to do the Strat thing, it's I don't know. I'm not able to connect. But on a Telecaster, it seems like I'm able to get to that place. Oddly enough.
Right on.
And having the humbucker in the bridge was just a special thing that wasn't sure if I would like, but I'm digging it.
It's cool because like you have an extremely nice, fancy Echo Park. This is a more moderately affordable instrument in some ways.
Absolutely.
Which is cool. So it's tools of the trade.
Yeah.
What's that other thing? Something else?
Yeah, and then
there you go. That's your finale number guitar, I see.
Yeah, typically end the show on this. It's a '57 custom shop Gibson Les Paul Jr. And I do a lot of slide work with this. Again, not as
beautiful guitar.
Thanks. Yeah, not as prolific as Sir Tyler Bryant, but it gets the job done.
I think you're pretty prolific. You and Tyler can have like a showdown, a little hoedown battle.
We talked about working on a song together.
Do it. We'd like to hear it.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah.
So you're endorsed by Gibson, correct?
We have a relationship. I don't know exactly what to call it.
I know. Are you flirting?
I think so. It's kind of
they
like
give you guitars and stuff.
Yeah. And this was given to me. I picked it up at the Gibson Garage last year, and it's just been awesome.
To be so lucky.
Yeah, and the custom strap by Heroes Straps in Austin, Texas. They make some really cool stuff.
And you're also, I guess, you're endorsed by Echo Park as well.
Yeah.
So that you have guitar companies that like you and seek you out. And there's more that have sought you out too. It's just fun to keep seeing that happen.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I have some choices, but yeah. So
where's Zach Person going next? What's the next step in this world?
Again. Next thing is so this is cool. Back in Austin, there's a charity called A Chance to Rock, and it provides music lessons, free music lessons to kids in fostering, and that was something that like when I was approached about it, I thought it was really cool because for me, moving around a lot as a young kid and just a bunch of a bunch of stuff like having one thing that was consistent in my life, which was guitar and a musical, just having music. Like that was super big for me. And like, I don't know what I would have done without it. So A Chance to Rock was something that, I'm really support. And having been on that as an ambassador, they have several other artists, including Adrian Casada from the Black Pumas, Kathy Valentine from the Go-Go's. And they started doing these events where they would pair up these different artists and make it like a really special thing. And I got paired with Kathy Valentine. We wrote a song for the for the charity.
That's what this song was for.
That's cool. Yeah. That's what how it stemmed, and it was kind of like, this is kind of a cool song. Let's like record it for real. So we recorded it, and that'll be out in November.
And you guys are you making a music video or anything for it too?
Yeah, we're making a music video for it. There's some cool instruments in that video.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Flying V from somebody you mentioned earlier.
From my friend Lenny?
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
See, Lenny it comes full circle. So if you haven't watched Lenny Kravitz's newest video right now, I think I've watched it like 5 times, because it's just, trust me, it's funny. Watch it with your wife, or with your husband. It's just entertaining.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. In multiple ways.
Yes.
No, it's cool. Man, I'm just so excited to see like where you've come from, where you've been, where you're going. I know you've had your ups and downs in the music biz. That's what it is. Crazy people, crazy schedules, crazy touring. But it's exciting to have you come into the East Coast so we can maybe see you more too.
Yeah, I'm stoked about it. I think it's a good move in general. I think Atlanta has a pretty cool music scene.
Great music scene.
As well. And we have some friends out there already too, so.
You're making buddies. You make friends better than I do, so be good. You're cool.
Well, we're friends.
Not really. So,
Yeah.
kind of. Hey, so if you have heard of that Zach Person right now, you've checked him out. You can check him out. This is Zach Person Music.
Zach Person on Instagram, Spotify, and .com.
.com, just ZachPerson.com? You have ZachPerson.com. Nobody else has it.
Nobody has it. No, just me.
How'd that happen?
It's amazing. There's not that many people with that last name.
I like that answer. But check him out. If you see him on the road, just go see him. It's pretty amazing. And I know you've opened for some bigger acts than that. You have to call and text him right below to find out who, though. It's going to be more fun. We kept a few things mysterious because we're going to see Zach back on the channel with a few other things. Now that we got on the East Coast, stay tuned. So thanks again, Zach.
Yeah, thanks
for joining us, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll go hang out and have some dinner later.
Yeah, get some coffee.
No. Click like, subscribe, and that bell. Peace be with you. And to all, good night.